The energy of the person in front of me feels like it could be a little shaky, like you're worried about something, or you feel internally like you're going to receive some news that it's not that you necessarily don't want to hear, but it could rock the boat for something. Okay, so you've been holding back expressing from somebody. And for some of you here, you're making a decision to express to them, if you're going to, or you already have, and you're not sure if you made the right decision. You see, who we are supposed to love, the ones that are in our life, you know, they're definitely going to evoke these types of emotions. It's easy in the beginning with people. When everything's new, fresh, exciting. It's when you start getting into, you know, the longer periods of time where you really start to see if this is a person that is gonna vibe, is going to be here, is going to be present with me. Some of you are waiting for like a response from somebody. You don't know how they feel about you. It scares you. You don't like the feeling waking up every day wondering if it's all over, or if you're going to wake up and you don't know what side you're going to get of them that day. Are they going to be bubbly? Are they going to be present? Are they going to push you away? And Spirit is going to help us digest this and also give you clarity on what's going to truly bring you internal peace. Okay? Yeah, fear has been such a theme. Fear and silence have been such a theme in like energy recently regarding this collective. Trying to find this balance of making sure you're not holding back what you really feel, but also not overexpressing, not making decisions based off of just impulse or emotions. Spirit says all you can do is be your authentic self. If what you bring to the table is not feeling appreciated or seen, and you're talking to somebody about it, and they're trying to understand, maybe it's not even, things aren't exactly clicking right away, but you're trying, that's something to not take lightly. You know, I feel that you're in a relationship, or you're in a dynamic, you're in a situationship, however this resonates, where they're not brushing or blowing you off. Yes, the communication seems to be a little wonky or stagnant, but I do see Spirit saying that there is a reason you continue to give to this connection. You're not who you used to be. I see that how much in the past, like, you have learned to just cut off certain people, notice certain signs. But what your heart, your gut, your soul, your everything feels with this is that it's different. And that's why it hurts even more than it did with other people. You're going through a time of resilience, for sure, in love. A confusing time, but one that's necessary. You know, I see Spirit showing that there's so much faith in this connection. That the fear you have, having that fear does nothing to change the outcome of what this person would decide to be or do. Your fear, having it, harnessing it, holding it, does nothing. But if we can use it as a reflection of what, I think my fear thinks that this happened, where does this stem from? These are the connections that actually make you transform. You're going to be entering a phase soon where there is a lot of emotions talked about after a time of that stillness. There are certain scars that are going to be talked about but not opened. Not reopened, but talked about, highlighted on, noticed. There's going to be an understanding of not seeing your love from rose-colored tinted glasses also, but also still seeing and embracing the trueness of your romance. That what you have is real, is raw. But that sometimes when we receive the love we've always been waiting for in another person, once we've received that, it's like another door, another level of work enters your space of self-worth, of self-acknowledgement. Spirit wants you to know the only thing you have control over truly in this situation is your peace, how you respond, how you react. Don't be afraid to spread your wings, meaning, be open and, depending on your situation, not hold yourself back from love with others, depending on your situation. If you're in a committed relationship, then what they're saying is spread your wings to having more of your own independency. Spend time with friends. Find some more hobbies. Don't become entrapped in when you're gonna see them again, or when is this spell, is this gonna be over. The only thing you have control of is knowing your heart, your soul, your guides, your protectors, your guardians are telling you this person still has a place in your world. They're showing you that no matter what struggles you guys are going through, you're worth opening that door for. I can see the hurdles, I can see the loops. And to be quite frank, my heart really goes out to you for the pain and confusion and frustration you've been feeling alongside all of this emotional fulfillment as well that you've received in this relationship. So it can be really hard. But see, that's the thing about destiny. They also bring out our shadows. So as it looks like recently you guys have been more working in that centering and that grounding energy, emotions are about to start coming through a little bit more, and then I see you guys kind of just spending time, essence, air. So you're going to be starting to either see or spend more time with the person, but Spirit says to let go of how that happens. Let go of the when it happens. Because this person and you are constantly going to be passing the ball back into each other's courts. There may be times where one of them is holding it for a little bit longer, but then they will pass it back, and that's how you know this flow. Okay? The last thing I have to say about this connection is you cannot fear failure by speaking up. They want to hear your piece. They want you to know that they do fear losing you. That you're not the only one. That the person connected to you in this reading has so much. It's like they're so outwardly are so quiet, but inwards, oh my gosh, it's non-stop what they're feeling, thinking. But the last thing I'd ever want to do is play a game with you. And they see this next stage, they see this next part of your story being something where you work together. So blend your peace, blend your patience. Remember to stand on your independency, but don't allow it to be a crutch. And that this is one of those people, the extra patience and having to poke on the scars sometimes is necessary. This is a relationship that's, yes, meant to help you grow, but also a reward. For the ones of you here who are not aware, not only am I a spiritual healer, but I am also a gaming streamer over on Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official. If you're somebody who would like to chill and hang out with me more often, and also you're into video games, go ahead over to my Twitch at Uncle Bronze Official and join us over there for some live video game playthroughs. The link associated to my Twitch channel is associated in my Instagram and YouTube bios. Or you can simply go to twitch.com and type in Uncle Bronze Official. And in every single live stream, I do give away a tarot reading to one subscriber. Currently, I've been into a lot of role-playing games and also first-person shooters. So if that is your vibe, I'll see you there. You have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.